Hola my friends, it's Eduardo, and today I'm here to show you how the Instagram algorithm works and a few things you can do to be serviced by it. So the most essential piece of information that you need to know when it comes to understanding how the Instagram algorithm works is knowing that the algorithm is the software that Instagram built to ensure that every single time that you open Instagram, you're going to see the piece of content that's most likely to keep your eyes on the Instagram screen for as long as possible. Because that's how they make money. If you want to learn more about that, you can check out my video on how Instagram works. But how does the algorithm know what content tends to capture your attention the most? Well, it knows that by first studying how you actually use Instagram and building a model of that. So whenever you're using Instagram, whenever you're scrolling, the algorithm is keeping track of what type of content you tend to like, comment, share, and save, but also what type of content you tend to look at the longest whenever you're using Instagram. And it uses that data to build the model of what tends to capture your attention on Instagram. So once it has that model, which is also constantly getting better every single time you use Instagram because you're giving it more data, once it has that model, it uses it to evaluate what content it should show you on each Instagram screen. All right, so let's take a quick look of how that actually will look like when you're using Instagram. All right, so let's see the algorithm in action. So how the algorithm works on the home screen, where I can only see the posts from people I already follow. Here, the algorithm evaluates all of the recent posts from the people I already follow that I haven't seen since I last opened the app. And from all of those, it shows me the one it thinks is most likely to capture my attention in descending order. So this is the one it thinks is most likely, second most likely to capture my attention, third, fourth, and so on. And it goes through the same process when it comes to my stories. So it evaluates all of the recent stories from the people I already follow that I haven't seen since I last opened the app. And it shows me the one it thinks is most likely to capture my attention first, and again places them in descending order here. So this is the one the algorithm thinks is most likely, second most likely, third, and so on. Now, on the Explorer page, the algorithm shows me all of the posts from people I don't follow on Instagram it thinks are the most likely to capture my attention based on the way I've used Instagram previously. And here it's picking from a very large pool, so it's very likely to find posts that are very good at capturing my attention. How the algorithm works in a hashtag feed. So I'm just going to pick this hashtag, ceramics. In a hashtag, what the algorithm does is it selects the posts it considers are the most engaging out of all of the posts that have been tagged with this particular hashtag. So in the recent tab, you see all of the posts that have used that hashtag, and in the top tab, you see the ones the algorithm considers are the most engaging, and it does that by selecting the ones that are more densely engaged with out of all of the posts that have been tagged. Okay, so how the algorithm works in the Reels page. Here it's very similar to the Explorer page. In descending order, it'll show me the Reels from everyone on Instagram that it considers are most likely to capture my attention. This is the most likely, second most likely, third most likely, fourth, etc. Same works with the shopping tab. In this first screen, it'll show me the shoppable content from people I already follow that it considers is most likely to capture my attention, and it places them in descending order. So these are the most likely, and these are less likely, according to the algorithm. And that's pretty much it. That's how the algorithm works on the home feed and stories, the Explorer page, hashtag feeds, Reels, and shopping screens on Instagram. Once you know that its purpose is to show me the content that's most likely to keep my eyes on the screen, understanding how it does that in each of the main screens is slightly easier to understand. Alrighty, so now that you know how the algorithm works, what can you do to increase the likelihood of being selected by the algorithm and getting people to discover your account? One of the main things I like to recommend to people is to first of all simply stop worrying about the latest algorithm change stop trying to figure out how to hack the algorithm and instead focus your time and energy on getting good at the things that actually matter when it comes to being surfaced more by the algorithm. Often on Instagram, I see people worrying about when the algorithm changes and trying to figure out what the change was and how they can hack it. And in my opinion, that's a big waste of time. All algorithm hacks in the past have stopped working, which means all algorithm hacks in the future will stop working. And by trying to figure out and worrying about what the changes are and how you can hack it, you'll be spending your time and energy on things that eventually won't work. So what things do work when it comes to increasing the likelihood of being surfaced by the algorithm? Once you know that the algorithm exists to show people the content that's most likely to keep their eyes on the screen for longer, you know that to be selected by the algorithm, you need to learn to get really good at creating content that keeps people's eyes on the screen for as long as possible. And one really simple way that you can start working towards that is paying more attention to the format of your posts. Generally speaking, videos are more likely to keep people looking at the screen for longer than a photo. Same goes with carousels. Carousels, because you have to swipe left to just go through them, are likely to keep people looking at that post for longer than just a photo that you can do that too. So the better that you get at creating engaging videos that's going to keep people looking at it, the better you get at creating engaging carousels, the more likely you're going to be selected by the algorithm more often. Another thing that I like to do, and I do this personally every week, is to every single week make sure to measure the engagement of your post from the previous week. By every week, on the same time, on the same day, spending time paying attention to what posts are capturing people's attention and which posts are not, you're simply going to get better at creating more engaging content because you're going to be putting yourself in a place where you're going to be getting constant feedback and learning a lot more every week about what's working and what's not working when it comes to being surfaced by the algorithm. Let me show you a really quick and simple way that I like to do that every week. So a really simple activity that has helped me the most when it comes to getting better at creating content that keeps people's eyes on the screen is checking the reach of my posts every week. So every week I go to my profile, I go to my insights. You need a business or a creator profile to be able to do this. And here I go to the content you've shared. Once I'm on the screen, I make sure I'm seeing the reach of my posts and I put this on last 7 days. And what this does is it allows me to see the posts that I made from the previous week and how much reach they got. Reach is a good way to measure how broadly your posts were surfaced by the algorithm because it shows you how many people it reached. And then what I do is just try to simply evaluate what's working and what's not. So from the last week, I can obviously tell that the videos are doing much better, getting much more reach than posts that aren't videos, right? Another really simple insight, for example, posts that seem to be quite intricate when it comes to the photography tend to do better than posts that aren't as intricate when it comes to the photography, right? That makes sense because most people are just going to pay a little bit more attention to try and see all the details. And on the same day, every week, I make sure to do this and just pay attention to see what's working and what's not and try to get better at the things that are working and try to do the things that aren't working less. So for example, here, I know that I have to get better at finding more engaging videos and therefore I'll likely get more reach from my posts. And there'll be similar insights like that you'll find when it comes to your posts. And if you keep doing this every week, you'll notice that over time, you'll get better at creating content that keeps people's eyes on the Instagram screen and therefore gets surfaced by the algorithm more because you'll just have more feedback on what works and what doesn't. And that's it, guys. That's how the Instagram algorithm works and a few things you can do to increase your likelihood to be surfaced by the algorithm. I want you to keep in mind and remember that creating content that's going to keep people's eyes on the Instagram screen, creating engaging content really is a hard thing to do. And it's going to take a long time for you to get good at it. So if you're not good at it first, don't be too hard on yourself. Just know that you need to work at it and it'll eventually improve over time. And I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a good thumbs up, leave a comment, because it really does make a difference and it helps me to be able to continue making these videos that I do love making for you. So, I hope you like it. See ya!